With you this morning. So happy that you're here with me today. It's indeed an honor and a privilege to be able to share with you these simple recipes, simple yet life-changing recipes. Amen. Need some water. Let's do
I
that.
must say, I've been eating good lately.
Amen. That's Linda B. I love that we're going to get to heaven. I'm going to know that face even if I didn't get to meet you on this side of heaven. Hallelujah. So let me just quickly do something here. You know what I do for the first 10 minutes of my time here? You guys know already. Don't ask me. Just let me, you tell me what I do on the first few moments of my show. I do
You
what?
talk with us.
I talk with us. Yes, I do. I talk to you and I usually try to get my thumbnail up. My friend said, "What's a thumbnail? You keep using that term, thumbnail. What's a thumbnail?" So I just try to get that up so we can they can find us. It's easier to find us. And I just want to thank you, those of us who are watching by YouTube today, whenever you choose to watch this, just waiting for it to go properly live. It says it's live, but it's not giving me the link. I'm going to just share the link quickly. There we go. We just share the link quickly with the Facebook family, and you can do that too. All right. So today we are here in this little place called Something Better. I am here in beautiful country of the Bahamas. I am so happy to see you here this morning, Monty. My cousin's here in the kitchen with us. I'm so happy to see each and every one of you here today. And we're doing a curry. So if you don't have what I'm using, which is curry chunks or curry, whatever you want to call this, right? You can simply, I'm going to show you, I'm going to come very close and personal with you. You can do curry garbanzos. You can do curry potatoes. Come on. You can do curry soy curls. Just don't use any excuses. We're just currying, and we're doing it Bahamian style. Let's quickly, I want to show you something. Hold on, let me just go to Facebook. You know what happens in the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes, I always have to share it, share it, share it, share it. Let me just quickly go to my Facebook page where I'm going to just put it out here so persons can watch us also from Facebook. One day I'll have somebody who can assist me to get me. I know how to do Facebook and YouTube together. That's easy. It's I don't want to lose my Zoom audience. I want to have my Zoom people, and I don't know how to do all three. So if you know how to do all three and you live in my country and you want to help me, hit me up later. Okay, I promise you that I would be so appreciative. And not only will I be appreciative, but my Facebook family too would be appreciative of you. Just send me one more place to share, and then we're going to get into our actual talk for today. Awesome. There we go. We are in the safe space called Something Better. So I have a fun fact about my country. Guess what? First of all, I'm Marlene McKinney, and I live where you vacation. That's the first fun fact. And then I want to show you something. Let me show you a beautiful thing here about my beautiful island called the Bahamas, where I live in Nassau. Let me show you guys something. Hold on. I keep going away from where I want. So our fun fact today is that, ta-da, let me show you. Let me show you. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. Let me show you
I'm
something.
coming to visit when it's beach weather.
I know. I know it. Let me open that up some more. Let me open that up some more. Fun fact. Fun fact. We have the third largest ecosystem barrier reef in the world, the third largest. This is the third largest growing organism. Isn't that beautiful? Look at it. And it looks to me like a blue hole right next to it. You know what's a blue hole? A blue hole is like an ocean hole. People go swimming in. That's what it looks like right there. But that is the third largest. And guess where it's found? Guess where it's found? Listen, as though God didn't say he'll just smile on me. Guess where it's found? My father was born in Andros, and it's there in the island where my dad was born. Andros. And there's a lot of beautiful fun facts about that. A lot of beautiful fun facts about this reef. Let me see if I can just go there right quick. Hold on for me. So I have to teach you something about my country. I gotta always bring you in, right? I want to welcome you to my country because I am wanting you to come and visit one day and be here a part of this. But here's what it said. It says it's measuring anywhere from 124 to 190 miles long. Ah, isn't that long? That's a beautiful thing. I'm trying to reach my son. 124 to 190 miles long. The Andros barrier reef is actually the third longest barrier reef in the world. And if its length wasn't, they say, if it wasn't impressive enough, what about the fact that it's the third largest living organism on the planet? I just love it. And it's found here in my country where my dad was born in Andros, Bahamas. So when you come to the Bahamas, tell them to take you down to see the reef. You get to see a part of where my father was born. I just love my little beautiful little island called Nassau, Bahamas. The Bahamas is beautiful. We have 700 islands. I just said it. We've got 700 islands and keys. Do you know anywhere that has 700 islands and keys? We've got 700 islands now, of which only about 30 or a little over 30 are inhabited. Yeah. But we have people like Oprah Winfrey and these very rich people who come and they purchase or they lease out these little keys and they go and they have their own island. Now, guess what? I actually come from a family that we have our own island too. My mom was from an island called Ragged Island, and they grew up in Ragged Island. And my uncle, if you go and Google him, Edward Lockhart, who's still alive today at 84, he was on the key called Buena Vista Key. I'm telling you a whole lot about my little island this morning. Then we're gonna get cooking. And on that island, he was there because his parents took them there for vacation. It was their little island. All right. So we have our own little island too. I just have never been there. Okay. But I'm just happy to share with you just little fun facts about my country called the Bahamas. You're gonna get cooking because I don't want to lose you. I want to go. I see Lady D in the house. I know we're gonna be cooking up a storm. And Lady D, are you ready to cook? Hello, somebody. Huh? Anybody wants a key? What's the key called, Thelma? They call it K. CAY is not K. It's key.
Uh, yes, key. I put that there, so they don't think it's
Yes.
KEY.
Yes,
Good morning.
thank you so much. Because somebody says, "What K are you from?" Like, no, I'm from Buena Vista Key. We pronounce it Key, like Key, but it's CAY. Don't ask me why. That's just the way it's spelled. All right, Lady D in the house. Are you cooking with me this morning? Hello. Are you
Yes,
cooking
ma'am.
with
I'm
me this?
here. Give me a
Oh,
second.
I don't. You go,
Hold on.
oh,
You don't see
okay.
me. You don't see me? Give me a second. You don't see
Now
me?
we
You
see
see me?
you. Now we see you. So we are cooking. I'm going to be doing curry beef chunks. Lady D's going to be doing curry beef soy curls. All right. So they're both soy derivatives. Okay. They're both soy derivatives. Hers would be considered, I guess they say, more whole, right? They're both processed. This one's less processed. Hers is less processed. I'm not a fan of soy. Anyway, hallelujah. I won't say that on TV because we don't want nobody to go say, oh, you don't like it. I don't like it either. I don't like any of them like overabundantly. It's just that last week I had to cook a big pot of soup, not soup, stew. And after cooking it, my sister-in-law's father said, "Wow, give me some more." I was like, "Is it good?" He said, "That's because it tastes meat-like." So let me show you. Let me show you. Let me go a little closer. I haven't prepped any of my onions, guys. Y'all know I'm late today, right? But it's not going to take us too long. We're going to start cooking in a minute. So this is what it looks like. Hold on, let me see if I can go a little closer, little closer. I'll use this camera. I have another camera right here. Replace it. There you go. So that's our, oh geez, all over the stuff. That's our beef chunk. And it's dry. It's very dry right now. I actually know somebody who used to eat it just like that.
Mm-mm.
I telling y'all.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. And
Mm-mm.
then you're gonna rehydrate it. When I rehydrate my chunks, I rehydrate it with just water as much as possible. I try not to put any salt in there because it will slow down the process as far as I'm concerned. All right, so let's just
Right.
get back to our cameras now. Tell
Okay.
us a little bit about what you're doing this morning. Hold on, let me add spotlight while I get my cutting board. Go ahead,
Okay. So
sister.
I have the curls. I have the curls. So it's more, I want to say more like it's, so you would have beef
Hmm.
and I would have chicken, maybe, could be something like that. Funny because I don't eat chicken, so it's interesting. Okay. Here we go with all this chicken stuff that I don't
You're on
normally do.
live.
Okay.
I just wanted you to guys to tune in. Go ahead, lady. D. I'm just telling
Okay.
my son to please tune in. My son
All
in New
right. So
York, Vincent, he says he's at the gym most mornings. I said, well, son, just tune in. Hello. Go ahead, Lady D.
all right. Okay. Good morning, Lady D. All right. So, as she
Good
said that they're
morning.
normally dry. I hydrate mine in water as well, except I always put a little lime or lemon to get,
Hmm.
it has a, I don't know how to describe the taste. I need to rinse this. It just makes it better. So when I'm hydrating them back because they're dehydrated, I usually put a little lime or lemon in there, and it just
Hmm.
helps with the taste for some unknown reason.
Really?
Don't know why. Don't know why, but it does.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
started that about 10 years ago. A friend of mine said, "Oh, squeeze some lemon in it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And it does
Okay.
make a
And
difference.
it tastes better.
It tastes better. It cuts that taste out. But again, we're
Hmm.
hydrating. So mine's been sitting in the water. I did that last night because they're very dry and hard. I don't know how anyone could eat these without hydrating them. Okay, that's different. Never
I
experienced
do
that
know
before.
somebody. Hmm.
So, yeah. So again, just water, just water. I
Just
just put
water.
it in
Yeah,
some
just
water,
water.
and they
Yeah.
will expand.
Yeah. And
So
I like, you know how I like it and why I like the soy curls? I rehydrate it. You all know me, right? I rehydrate that and then I batter that and I fry it. I put it in the air fryer. And it
really,
dries it out to get a crunch. It tastes like
get
chicken
it. Okay,
wings.
okay, okay,
I
okay,
haven't
okay.
had chicken wings in 24 years, guys, 25 years. So I don't even know what it tastes like, but it reminds me of that.
Okay. I've always, and mm, you know how you find a way that it works? You just do
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Mm-hmm.
always curried because I
Now,
just
no,
don't.
you can actually take that same soy curl there again. And tell you what I do with that. I've made it over the years. I have actually taken soy curls and I rehydrate it, then I mince it up in my food processor and I make a chicken salad out of it.
Okay. Yes.
Chicken
Yes.
like
Yes.
salad, let's put it that way, because
Yes.
these people be like, y'all
Yes.
don't eat
I've
chicken,
heard
what y'all
people do
talking
that.
about?
Yes.
Yeah. And that tastes really good too. And that take calls for lemon. And it tastes very, very good. Honestly, it tastes really, really good. All right. So what am I doing here this morning? You do have all your stuff prepped already?
Of course not.
Yeah, we had a lecture this morning, so yeah. Yeah, no, that's how it happened. So I'm just cutting up my onions, my garlic. I'm gonna put some bell peppers in there today, so you can have a really
Okay.
rich flavor. Yeah. So I gave away some of my food yesterday, and I
Oh,
got a review
really?
this morning. Yes, I did. Y'all know I give away everything, right? I don't know how I even survived. I don't even know how I survived. So I gave away some. We had Miss Andrea who was on yesterday morning, and she's like, "Bring me some." And I went to see her yesterday, and I took her some of my Bahamian lentil pea soup. And I took her some of the wings and some of my focaccia bread. And here is the review. She said, the food, the soup was great. The wings were great, but that bread, she said, but that bread. And that was all. Like, listen, that was good. Well, thank you, Miss Andrea, for tasting our food and enjoying our meal. So I have my onions and bell peppers almost ready to go into our skillet. Our audience is kind of quiet this morning. Aren't they quiet? Ooh, it's so dull. These knives go dull so quickly. All right, so I'm doing
I'm
the
watching
soy
to see
curl.
if Lady D gonna start eating.
We ain't eating yet, Monty. It ain't ready yet.
Yeah, can we cut up the vegetables first?
Monty, where are you joining us from for those who don't know Monty?
I'm up in North Florida by between Jacksonville and Tallahassee.
All right now.
I'm a I'm an hour away from 50 miles away from the Georgia line, Valdosta.
You're very close to Georgia, isn't it? You could be in Georgia
Yes,
in an hour.
yes, yes.
Yeah. I mean, at
hmm
60, because we could do 80 miles an hour right on those highways now. I don't even know. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it cold up there this morning? What's the temperature like?
It's it's been averaging like 45 degrees in the morning. Um,
Mm,
then it'll be
wow.
60. Beautiful day, 60 degrees. This weekend's gonna go up to 70, mid 70. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Ooh, wow.
yeah,
It's supposed to get to
cool.
70 today and it's 45 right now? Woo.
It's
Well,
45
that's
now.
Florida.
It'll get up to 70 and for the rest of the weekend. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, have you
So it's
tried any of these delightful recipes yet? You and
I
Ali?
haven't I haven't made I'm definitely gonna make them for Super Bowl Sunday. So our Super Bowl
Oh,
Oh, you go,
is
boy.
those
Sunday.
wings, that's gonna be awesome, man.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Look
so
at here.
I'm looking at what you're making today, and possibly I can do that at the same time as well.
that's what
So
we're talking
yeah,
about. Yes, sir.
just getting some ideas, getting some
Yes,
ideas.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, yeah,
Awesome. Awesome stuff. Lovely. I love it. So I'm going to take you all
yeah.
over to my pot in like 2 seconds. I'm going to do that right now. Let's take y'all over to my pot. I'm going to open up the next camera. Go on, Lady D. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, 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 you're fine. I was just gonna tell him to make sure she gets two um cauliflowers because that's gonna be a big hit.
Listen to me. That cauliflower don't play, boy. Monty,
Yeah.
so I have them in the refrigerator because I mean, I'm saving them for
Well,
Sabbath.
just
Everything I do
when
is
I
about
went,
Sabbath.
there's a place, there's a like a country store here, and they have their dollar carts. You know, they have a cart and they have dollar items in there. So I go straight to the dollar items cart,
Yes.
Hmm.
and they had five huge cauliflower
Oh,
heads.
you good.
Amen.
Whoa. Oh,
So
Amen.
God provided.
whoa.
God provided.
Five.
So
Yes, he did.
five for $5. Five
Come
for
on.
Five
five
for
dollars.
$5?
Oh
Five
man.
dollars. That's a
Man, listen,
country
why
Yeah.
can't you be
store.
my neighbor?
Okay.
Hey, well,
Woo!
I know. So
Because I know that I
that's
paid more than $5 for my one.
Oh,
I'm
I know
sure
I
I
did
oh
paid.
too. I
yeah.
think I
I'm
paid
sure
at
I
least
paid
something
about
for
six
mine.
dollars for my one, Monty.
Oh
No
yeah,
joke.
I know. I know.
At least
But
$6. Yeah. Wow.
yeah, yeah, it's
Five
a
dollars.
country
Five
store,
for
got
five
pairs,
dollars?
got like
Woo.
five pairs. You know, they have different things that might go spoil in the next 2 weeks,
Yes, yes.
you know. And so I go grab them because I'm gonna eat them in the next 3 days, you know. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
pears and
That's
greens and all that kind of stuff, $1 a bag,
oh,
Wow.
dollar a
Wow.
bag.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it
That's
is
pretty cool.
natural, fresh from people's farms as well.
oh, that's
Hmm.
cool. That's a farm from farm to table. I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Ladies, you
Yeah.
ain't too far from me. I wanted to come check you out.
There you go. There you go.
But you know what? You know, my mom lives in Jacksonville, so maybe well, I'm sorry, she lives in Fleming Island. So when next time I'm
Okay,
in town, I'm gonna have to tell you to,
holler, holler.
yeah, come through.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
said Lake City, right?
Lake City.
Yeah, yeah. My
Yeah.
my uncle, too much information. My uncle used to pastor the church in Lake City, so
Oh wow.
oh, yeah.
All right.
Good.
Well, let's get to cooking. Let's get to cooking. Let's go over to our YouTube
Get
channel.
the
Let's see who's
cookie.
on over there saying hi. Hey, good morning, Boniface. Good morning, Lindell Hannah. Good morning, Miss Joanne. Good morning, Marcia. All the way from New York. Hello, somebody. New York's in the
Good
house this
morning, New
morning.
York in the
Hey,
house.
Della in the house this morning. We got all these people in the house, and I am missing it. Good morning to you guys on YouTube. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing and commenting.
Yes.
We love you guys. We appreciate y'all so much. So in my pot, I'm going to start that pot up because it's time to cook because we got to be out of here in 40 minutes and we got to have this food ready because somebody's going to be tasting up and we got to make sure it's tasting good. All right. So in my pot, let me grab a spoon while Lady's getting her pot ready. Let me grab a spoon so I can get that going. It don't take long. That's the beauty of it. Hold on. I want a long spoon. You know when you want a specific spoon, there you go. I see you. I see you hiding. All right. So let me get my spoon and get my spoon holder. All right, let's move. So in my pot, I've had this ring light for years and I've never used the light. It's so funny. So in my pot, I have my onions, my bell peppers, and I also have my garlic. And I told you guys yesterday that I had some sea moss in my freezer, right? That is blueberry flavored sea moss
Hmm.
gel. Yeah, I have. I keep forgetting to take it out so you guys can see. All right, so that's what we have. So I'm going to let that cook down. What I'm going to do is, well, I learned this some years ago. I had a friend that taught me this some years ago, and she told me she was from India, a real Indian lady, and she was like, "You need to burn your seasonings." And I said, "What? Burn your seasonings?" So I'm about to do that right now. Hi, Marcia. Thank you so much for joining us from New York. What part? New York City in the house. Wow. Are you
New York.
vegetarian, Marcia? Yeah, she's from New York City, she says. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Joanne said, that's my husband's island, Andros, the big yard. I never knew it was called the big yard. Never knew that. That is so beautiful. I never knew it was called the Big Yard. That is so interesting. That is so interesting. That is so cool. It's called the Big Yard. What part of New York are you from? Joining from Texas. Michelle in the house from Texas. Thank you.
All
Texas is in
right.
the house. Awesome. We got a little of everybody in here. Come on, tell me where you're from. Come on, people. Tell us where you're from. So I'm going to let that cook down. Here's what I'm going to do. I did add a little bit of coconut oil. If you want to see the brand that I'm using, I buy this for, let me tell you guys, those of us who live in the Bahamas, you can get this baby here for $8. I don't sell it. I wish I had a shop. Joining from Texas, come on. This is $8. It's organic. I usually use it for most of my cooking, cakes and everything, right? Because I get $8. You can't beat that, right? $8. I think it's cheaper than going to the United States. I am going to add a little pinch of ginger in there. That's my Jamaican in me. Gotta have a little pinch of ginger. So I'm gonna take some ginger and grate it up in there because we're gonna put a little pinch of ginger in there. Are you putting ginger in yours, Lady D?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, gotta have some ginger in there. Come on now. Come on, somebody. So where the ginger going? Okay, here it goes. So I usually rinse them. I put them in hot water when I buy them. It's a small piece. I always have them in a baggie in my freezer, right? And I'm going to just grate some.
So tell us, why do you put them in the hot water before you put them in the freezer versus just putting
Because
them
it's
straight into the
dirty,
freezer
and I
after
want to just
washing
have
them?
it ready to go. Like
Okay,
I
you so
want to
you
just have
just
it ready to
you're
go
just rinsing them.
because I use it to make my you know what I use it for? I use it to make my immune boost, and I'm always on call to make immune boost for a doctor's office here in the Bahamas, and several persons they order like $100, $200 worth of immune boost one time. Let me show you. I have one in my fridge, and you know COVID is on the rise again, and whenever COVID starts going up, those numbers, my people be ordering. Where my immune boost, Marlene? So that's my immune boost. Let me show you guys. I have it bottled and ready to go, right? That's an
So
immune boost.
yours is that's a juice? You're juicing
This
it?
is not a juice.
Okay.
This is not a juice. This is a blend. It's a
Okay.
blend.
So what do you have in yours? Because I want to just say that God does not make any mistakes. I don't know if you can if it's gonna camera's gonna
Hold on. Oh, you have some there too?
I'm getting ready to make some this morning. Yesterday I
That is
woke up, my throat
crazy.
was hurting. It is so crazy, but that's
Can I take you to the recipe on my website? That is so cool. This is wild.
I am
I'm just
making
trying to get
some
my
today.
ginger. My
In
ginger
order
needs
for
to go
us
in
to
there
see,
now.
you have to not cloud your background.
I don't know
If you
why it's
Yeah, she
doing
has
turn
that.
to.
turn off your
Yeah, she has
background, and
to.
then we'll see
You have to
everything as
clear
you
your
showed it.
background. Yeah.
Let me
She has.
let
She has it on what you call
Blur.
that?
okay, hold
Blur.
on.
You have it on blur.
Okay, let's try that because I don't know what's going on. I didn't think I did that, but let's try.
Okay, let me just quickly get you to the recipe. Let me show you the
Yep.
recipe for.
And
Oh yeah. Hold on one second. You're looking at the pot. Hold on. While it's doing that, let's just put some of this in there. Some cumin. You need I think it's a teaspoon of cumin. I didn't get the recipe, did I? Hold on. You can go to somethingbettertoday.com, that website that Marlene McKinney built. Just me, I'm talking about my own stuff, right? Just opening my cumin, and it will give you the exact recipe. What I will do, I'll put it up on the screen right quick. Hold on for me. Let me find Lady D. Hold on. If she got a camera fixed yet. Okay, good. Here we go. That's Lady D. I'm adding it to Spotlight. And that's her. So this is mine. I have it, like I said, I usually make it up for several persons. And you can purchase it from me. But if you don't want to purchase and you want to make your own, let me show you what's in my recipe. Let me go there right quick. Hold on for
yep.
me while our onions and what have yous are cooking. So you can go to somethingbettertoday.com. Somethingbettertoday.com. All right. I'll just go there with you. Hold on. Let's just share the screen. I like to share the entire thing because we need to learn. Thank you for unblurring that camera. Hallelujah. We can now see you clearly.
Look at
All right, so
God.
when you
Thank you,
look
whoever
at
brought it
God.
to my attention. Thank you so
That was
much.
Veronica.
Thank
Okay,
you, Miss
let's
Veronica.
search.
I appreciate that. Oh, I know
Let's
why
go
it was
those
that way
onions.
because when I'm in
To
the
God be the
car,
glory.
when I'm in the
To
car, you don't
God be
want to
the
see all
glory.
that
All
back
right,
stuff.
beautiful. So watch this. Okay, this is the soy chunk recipe. You can just jump to recipe and it'll take you straight to the recipe for today. And hold on. So the recipe for today calls for 3 cups of chunks. I'm using 6 to 7 cups of water to rehydrate. 2 to 3 medium onions. I'm using sweet potatoes, by the way, boniato to be exact. 2 carrots, half of green bell pepper, medium onion. I added some celery to mine, a cup of tomato sauce, 3/4 cups of coconut milk, 1 bay leaf. Hold on, let's get that bay leaf up in there. We need some chopped garlic, which is already in there. I am going to add So as we come back to our camera, I'll show you what I add for my seasonings. But you can go to somethingbettertoday.com and that recipe is uploaded there. Very quickly, let me take you to my immune boost. I don't hide anything. I do have a secret weapon in there, but I won't tell you about. But I don't hide too much. I don't. I really don't. I don't have time to be making stuff for people. So it's called How to Cure a Cold. Just put in cold. Just put in cold. And there you go. Cure a cold in a day. This article was written by a doctor who works along with me. His name is Dr. Ayed. He's all the way in Pakistan. And from time to time, he helps me with my articles. Praise God for Ayed. Here's what goes in that blender. A lemon, 4 cloves of garlic, 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. For those of us who are not plant-based, totally, you can do honey. But maple syrup has better benefits than the honey, okay? An inch of ginger. Horseradish, that's right. I said horseradish. A dash of cayenne, preferably 90,000 in upheat units, and an inch of turmeric. You blend that together, and you're going to get the same baby right over here. That same stuff right there. All right. And it's really, really good. It's called the flu balm. You can use it for.
And does that have dang, my picture went away. Crap. Does you said you put something else in it, but that's not listed, correct?
No, but I can't tell you that.
Right, no, right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but this is really good. Hold on. I'm still trying to get some ginger in my pot because it was frozen, so I had to wait. But there we go. That's my ginger. That's all I need. The ginger's going to give it some heat, natural heat, without adding the peppers. Very quickly, I'll grab some water. Woo! Look at that. Look at that go. So I'm adding some cumin, about half a teaspoon or so of cumin. Don't add too much cumin. What's going to cost? It's going to cost it to be bitter, right? And how do you get rid of that bitter once you have it in there? I did already add my bay leaf. Let me take my camera up just a little bit. Somebody's calling my name. I know you are. Give me just a second for me, please. 1 second, 1 second. Let's get our seasonings in the pot because we got to get cooking because we're going to be behind. Let's get some turmeric in there. The turmeric is going to give it the color. Don't add too much turmeric. What's going to happen? It's going to be a little bitter. It's metallic in taste. I'm going to also add some coriander, right? And that's the coriander. Let's take my camera up just a little bit so you can see. That's my coriander, all right? And that's the basis of your curry, all right? And you want to burn those a little. You want to cook it down, in other words, a little bit, all right? That's where the flavor really penetrates. So what I am going to do, I'm going to add my potatoes. Yeah. And this is Boniato potato I'm using today because that's all I have. And this is what it had last week. And my elder was like, listen, this is life. This is my carrots. There you go. There you go. So bring them together. Add a touch of water. Yeah. So you want to season your potatoes. You want to season your carrots. Okay? You want to season them up by adding them to the pot with your spices in there. Now, why am I not using the regular curry powder? Is there any reason in particular? I know that there are some smart people in my group this morning who can tell why. Come on. Anybody out there in Zoom land?
You said something about there being pepper in it.
Yes. It says pepper and spices. If you look at a bottle, I always have a bottle because my children would always buy it when they come to visit, right? So if you look at the bottle would say something like, let me see if I can get to the ingredients so you can see it. Hold on.
Chili and spices.
Yeah, it says spices and but this one says spices, but you don't know what spices they use. You don't know what spices they use, so you can't be going with that. Okay. Beautiful. So just let them cook down for just about a minute more. And then I'm going to get our chunks in there. All right. That's about 3 cups of chunks. I'm not measuring, to be very honest. Are you measuring, Miss Lady D? Now, Lady D is gonna
probably not.
She's making her recipe a third. Am I right? She's
Probably
making her recipe
yes.
a third because she says it's too much for just 2 persons, right? For me, I'm cooking for my
You know
family.
you're supposed to
Oh,
freeze that up, Lady D, and stop trying to kill yourself with figuring out what a third is.
hey,
Just make
Vincent.
it and freeze it.
You're probably
Yeah.
right. You know, and you're right because last night I went back and forth with how much. This is just how much chunks. I'm gonna just hydrate all of it, and then I'll put that. I'm gonna freeze, and then I can make it differently. I can do some different things with it because it'll already be hydrated, and I'll just grab it out the freezer. So
Vincent's in
I'm
the
gonna.
house. Vincent says, "What y'all cooking?" Vincent's my son. He lives in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn in the house. Who's that? Marcia says she's in Brooklyn, New York. Marcia Gillespie. I won't mess up your name. We have Illuminati in the house from Rwanda. We have Rwanda in the house. Illuminati. Thank you for being here. We got a lot of people on Facebook, on YouTube, guys. We gotta say hello to them. Hey, hey, I'm just saying, hey. Lindell says she's in Nassau. Lindell, have you ever prepared this delicious meal? Have you ever had it before?
Let's see.
Hey, I'm just saying a shout out very quickly. All right, now I'm gonna get my chunks in here. Okay, that's 1 cup of chunks, and it's beef chunks. Okay, you can get this in different flavors. What is it made from? Soy defatted flour. It has no fat in there at all. Okay? No fat
Look at that
whatsoever.
pot.
Vincent, did you enjoy this when you were a child and your mom cooked it for you? Oh, yours looks good, Lady D. Woo! So I'm putting my 3 chunks in there. Ooh, may have more than I need, right? There we go. Now, here's the secret. Here's the secret to this baby. If it's 1 cup of chunks, it's how much water? Anybody can tell me.
1 cup of
I would
water.
say 2 to 1. What is it?
No, it's 2 to 1. 2 to 1. 1 cup of water, 2 cups, 1 cup of, sorry, 1 cup of chunks, 2 cups of water. That's the rule. Okay, that's the rule. So I'm gonna add my water.
I'm just adding the chunks.
I'm adding my
That's
water.
more than enough.
Awesome, awesome. Let me get some more water. I didn't measure my water. I can be very honest.
No, I'm not. I'm not
I'm not
measuring. I'm gonna
measuring.
eyeball it this morning.
I ain't measuring. But just enough to rehydrate it. You want it to be fluffy, okay? You want that to fluff up and double or triple in size, to be very honest. So I won't add any more water because I do want to put my coconut milk in there. Of course, it's Bahamian style. It has to have some coconut milk because I'm in the islands. Hello, somebody, right? Let's do that.
So
I
because
could probably get a
I
little
rinse
more in
mine
there.
first, because I hydrate mine first, what I see is what I'm gonna get. I'm not gonna. It's not mine's not.
Yours is already hydrated,
Mine's
right? So
already
yours is
hydrated.
right. Do you have any horseradish in your kitchen so you can put in your immune boost?
Oh yes, ma'am. And I am
Oh, look at
adding a
you.
little sea moss in mine. I have some gel, so I'm
Okay,
gonna throw
there
that
you
in there
go.
as well.
There you go. I'm gonna add just a more of my chunks, and then I think you'll be at that place. All right. If you're joining us for the first time, let us know where you're joining us from. If you're on the end where you can actually open your microphone, you can do that at this time. We would love to hear from you. I'm going to open my camera so you can see me in just a minute. And I know you're not seeing me, you're hearing me. And if you're joining for the first time, I am Marlene McKinney and I am in the Bahamas. And I often say, I live where you vacation. And that's Nassau, Bahamas. Let me see this. Hold on. Let me move my camera for just a second so we can get a close up. Look at that. What's that in
Mm.
there? What's that? Looks like
Lemongrass.
look at I was about to say it looks like bamboo shoots. Look at
Yeah.
that. She got lemongrass in there. I got
It just
lemongrass
it
in my
just it
garden.
just
I got
hypes
lemongrass.
the
Don't be showing off.
it hypes that flavor when you're doing.
Oh, you guys are too smart. Go to the head of the class. That is too cool, really.
Is that
It is so
lemongrass?
cool. I
Yes,
know, right?
ma'am.
She has lemongrass in there.
Wait. See, that's not right. That's not right. You're not supposed to tweak the recipe and then not announce it. So for those
I
who
was
used to
waiting
put
for
it
you to
to the
see. That was a
side,
trivia question. Come on
optional,
now. That
blank
was a trivia
blank
question. The
is
question,
a
you didn't give me a
third
chance to say what's in
portion.
the pot. That's what the camera's been sitting right here waiting for you to say, for me to ask, what's in the pot?
I
What's in
can't
the
do
pot?
that. I miss stuff because
What's in the pot?
I'm doing more than one thing at right now. Nah. Y'all who saw that, keep her accountable. Get in the chat. and say out loud what she missed, because we're not gonna no. The
You
secret
didn't
thing
let
that
me do.
wasn't
See,
said
you
was
didn't
for
let me
the
ask the
flu
question.
bomb.
What
It
does
was
that look
not for
like?
this
What's in the
dish.
pot?
Mm-mm.
What's in the
You
pot?
see how she just trying to get secret on you from the flu bomb? So you had a
Yeah.
secret from the flu bomb, and now she wants to do a secret from this. That ain't right, Lady D.
No. See, this is too obvious. There's no way this could be a secret. This big old piece. Come on,
Not
come on,
everybody know
come
what
on.
lemongrass look like.
That's
They
right.
they really don't.
Thank
They
you.
really don't.
Thank you, my
Can I go
sister.
outside and get some fresh ones? I go outside and get some
That
fresh lemongrass.
is
I
that
got
was going to
loads
be
in my kitchen. I got
that was
loads in
going
my
to be the
garden.
question.
Yeah.
Me changing.
Yeah, I have
Mm-mm.
oh, what you doing? Oh, I'm about to say, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Let's
All
move
right,
the
tag
camera to
your it
CJ.
sister. Please hold her accountable. I'm a mute.
I have my scissors in hand, okay? I'm gonna run outside and get some lemongrass. I have it right here at my window. You just can't see out my window. I wish you could. I got loads of lemongrass in my garden. I've never used it in my curry. I don't think I'd use it in this, Jones,
I just
necessarily, but
planted some.
really,
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
really, that's interesting. My neighbor gave me a small tree, and it's now a
Lemon
mushroom.
balm or lemongrass?
We
Grass.
call it
Lemongrass.
lemongrass, or you can call it fever grass.
Okay, because I did have
Fever grass.
lemongrass. No, my thing was called lemon balm. It was planted, it was growing it in a pot. It died, but that's okay. We have lots of reasons why that happens. But
It
it
will
didn't look
come
like
back.
what that picture,
I'm
by the way,
sorry.
when it was growing. That's why I'm like, lemongrass or lemon
Let me see that. Hold
balm.
on. So yours is
Lemon
already
balm will
dry.
come back.
Mine
So
is
I'm
dry.
gonna leave you to I'm gonna remove me and I'm gonna run in my garden and get some fresh one while you tell them a bit about it. They'll be able to hear me. There you go. That's hers. Hers is dry. So I'm gonna run outside
Mine
in the
is
garden and
dry.
get some fresh.
So
Cool.
she's gonna get some
That's really
fresh so you can
Wow.
cool.
see it fresh. But this is mine.
Yeah,
It's
I'll get the
dry.
fresh one from the garden.
And it's
Wow.
dry because whenever I see it, wherever I am, like we were in Atlanta and I saw it, I said, I got to get some because I don't see it here. I'm in Alabama. So I don't see it very often. So I like to have it. Like I said, it's going to heighten the flavor of whatever you're cooking. I drink this. I'll make a tea out of it. I love it. But as far as Indian type food, this is the flavor that's enhancing it. If you have some,
Mm.
just add a little bit with that coconut and with the, I'm going to say turmeric and the different peppers to make your own
Curry.
That
curry.
looks
Thank you.
good.
Because she doesn't use curry, so she makes it herself. So this is going to heighten that flavor. And I
She
just
can
rinse
just
it.
call it her clean curry. It's her
Thank
clean
you.
curry.
Thank you. That's what we're going to call it. So yeah,
Lady D,
that's yes, sir.
um, I used to be in Orlando. 2 years ago, I moved from Orlando to Lake City, but we had two. We bought two of our 4 feet high lemongrass trees.
What?
They're stalk, yeah, big,
Oh
and we moved
wow.
them here, and they're flourishing in our backyard right now. So we got two.
Beautiful,
Now,
Marlene.
This
Marlene
what you
got
need
a
to
They're
do.
hot
You
green.
need
cell.
to start
Yeah, they're
a
green
baby
like
one so
that.
when I come, I can come get
Yeah,
it. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah, yeah. They're green like Marlene has.
Yeah,
That's what we
Look
Marlene,
at
have.
that.
show yours. Get in the camera so we can see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
yes, that's beautiful.
I
yeah,
got a big tree in the yard because my neighbor gave me a small, just about this size. It's taken up a whole lot of the window. So
yeah.
I have it there growing.
Marlene, Marlene, take a
Yes.
picture of it and show them the tree.
Oh, I could do that. That's a good idea. Thank you. Thank you so much. Who's that?
Rochelle.
Hi, Rochelle. Girl, I was about to show. Hold on. Guess what I was about to show him? I was about to show him my lemongrass soap. Smells amazing. Lemongrass soap. Okay.
Good
Thank you,
morning.
Rochelle. It's so happy to have you here this morning. Rochelle's a soaper. We call ourselves soaper. That's my sister right there.
But
Awesome.
Sit
Marlene, are
up
you
one
gonna
more
add
time,
coconut
please.
milk to your pot?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So let me show you my pot. It's getting there. Let me show you. Let me replace spotlight for me. Hold
Can you
on.
re-show the lemon balm when you get done doing what you're doing?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
am.
I missed it.
Okay, we got 20 minutes. We got to get this cooking. So see, it's already doubling in size. Can you see it? Can you see that?
Yeah,
Look how it's
yeah.
fluffing. And I like it to really fluff. I like it to fluff so much. Okay, so let's put the recipe up again for those who are watching my YouTube. We say thank you for being with us this morning. We are grateful that you're here, and we are happy to know that you are where do you get that look like a beef? How do you get? Oh, I got this from. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm supposed to share that. Hold on. Now, where do I get the beef from? Let me go. Let me show you again. I promised the sister that I would send people to her store today. Oh Lord, I got so many sisters who want me to share. I gotta help them. We gotta share. We gotta share with everybody. Let's go again. Hold on, Lady D. Let me add you to Spotlight. 1 second. Add Spotlight. Then I'm going to remove this part.
So while you're doing that
Remove.
now,
I'm adding you now. Hold on. Okay, but I want to talk about this. See here? So I bought this one for $8 in Nassau, 1 pound bag from Healthy Lifestyles on East Street. It's right next door to well, kind of next door to Kelly Lumberyard for those who want to go to get some of this. I got it from her a couple weeks ago and I had it here in the cupboard. You can also get it from the Adventist Book Center, ABC, we call it. You can also get it from Better Living, Dr. Ida Mae Hanna. That's my sister, because guess what? When I first wanted to get into this ministry, I wasn't working, and she said, you could come and I will teach you. And I was a teacher, but she was teaching me, and I learned. And now today, 5 years later, I'm still teaching it. So go and support my sisters. I like somebody. And then you can also get it from, sometimes you can find it in the food store. Every now and again, you can find it in the food store, you know, every now and again. All right. You can
okay,
get it in
so
chunks. You can get it in granules. Let me show you the granules right quick. Hold on.
while you
The
look for that,
granules,
I
the
want to
granules
say
That
I use the
time?
granules. Yeah,
yes,
that's time. You putting
because I don't
time in
want to put
yours?
nothing in the pot without announcing it first. My Lord, I'm putting some
Hallelujah.
time in.
Good morning.
Okay, let me go back to my pot. Hold on 1 second.
Now,
So let's replace me. I'm
I'm gonna
replacing
just
me.
put the
Hold on,
whole
I'm
thing
adding
in
you now.
there
Hold
because
on.
I leave the sticks in there, but I always, my husband's American and he always
I'm
said
putting
when we
coconut
first got
milk.
married, the trees, you got the trees in there. So I put them in whole so that I can take out the sticks. I never serve with the sticks. Once it's cooked, I always pull the little trees out. Um,
I'm
Even to the
covering this. I
day,
want
my
this to
girls call
really
them the
cover.
trees. Did you take the trees out of the pot? So when these type of things, I always do them big so that I can see to take them out. Okay,
Now,
so
guess what I did with my own Lady D? Because
I was
those
there,
sticks be
girl.
getting in my throat, and I literally, I was I was at the doctor's office, working in the doctor's office, and the thing lodged like a fishbone across like this. No joke.
Oh,
And so my doctor, Dr. Chinua Carey Bullard, she said, I'm gonna send you to the hospital. I said, no, you ain't. So it was like this, right in my throat. Let me show you. And I was like, and she said, what happened? Are you choking? I'm like, no. I said, something's up there. Something's wrong. And so she was like, what's wrong? I said, help me. She said, I helping you. She was kidding. She's my cousin. And so she says, get on this table. She said, you vegetarians choking on thyme leaves. And so I was like, listen. And it wasn't big like this, but it was, she went in there with a tweezer and I had to take it out. You hear me? That
yeah.
thing was so guess what I did? I made my own thyme seasoning. Watch it now, watch it now, watch it now.
Well, let
Howard.
me show you because
Yeah.
my mother she has so many trees, and that's what she does. Whenever she gets a large amount, she calls and she say, "I'm sending you something in the mail," so that you can
Okay.
just see. Let
Yeah, so
me.
I just popped it in the blender one morning when we were cooking. I'll add some of that. I didn't add any of that to my pot, but I am adding it now. Just a dash. Why not? You know what I
I
made
bought
yesterday,
about
guys, for my lunch?
12
I made
packs or
Jamaican
more.
stew peas. Yum. All right, good. So let it stir because we only have 15 minutes away from closing. So, oh, what you got? Oh, you made your own powder. There
No, no,
you
my
go.
mom does it, and she mails it to me. And this is everything. She just takes the whole bush after it dries,
You go,
and
mama. Now I don't have no mama, so y'all gonna be doing this.
yep.
My mama gone.
So,
If you
Oh,
go to the
that's
dollar
nice
store, you
though.
can get 4 packs for $1, non-GMO. I bought a
What's that?
bunch of packs.
What's
Time.
that? Oh,
Time. You can get 4 packs for $1, non-GMO.
okay. That's pretty cool.
And if
That's
you're
very good.
somewhere where you have
Take your
ticks,
camera in just a little bit, lady.
yeah,
From
you can
from where,
spray it, you can
Linda?
plant it in your yard.
Cool.
From,
Let's check
from
our
where,
pot.
Linda?
I
Yeah,
went
from
to
the
the
dollar
dollar
shop.
store and they sell
Oh
seeds
yeah.
and they're non-GMO seeds and you don't have to worry about them
No,
being a
Dollar
problem.
Tree, Dollar Trees, Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
That's what you want
yeah.
to say, Dollar Tree.
Well, ours
Marlene
is
does
not.
look
Yeah, ours is
There's
good.
a
called the
Dollar
99
General, which
cents.
ain't the same.
No, not Dollar General, right?
Okay, I'm covering my pot. I wanted to take every moment. I'm not gonna uncover my pot. I'm replacing my spotlight with myself right now.
Okay, but
Replace.
if you can see mine, this is just
Hold
coconut
on for
milk.
me 1 second.
I was
I did add
using,
my coconut milk. I did add my
yeah,
coconut
it's
milk because I
frozen.
wanted
So
the
if you're
flavors
wondering
to
why it
get in
looks this
there.
way, it's
Yeah.
frozen because
Mm-hmm.
if I open a big can and I'm not using the whole thing, I just throw it in the freezer. So it's frozen, and I'm gonna cover my pot too.
Okay, let me share you some fun facts about this dish that we're having today. May I do that right quick? If you go to that
Oh, most
website,
definitely.
Something Better Today, um, put in curry in the search and all my different curry recipes will come up. Now, of course, this website's pretty new. But I am still trying to upload different things. If you go there though, I want you to look for the fun facts. There are beautiful, the thing is, a lot of times we're asked, I don't know if you are as a vegetarian, and I've been a vegetarian for 24 years, where do you get your protein? Where do you get your protein? Where do you get your protein? Let me tell you something, that's the least of our concerns. Do you understand? That is the least of our concerns. You get protein from everything you eat. Do you understand? So in the soy chunks, you're getting protein. It's high protein. So if you need to be on a low protein diet, then you need not have soy chunks. Do you understand? Because it's high protein. It's tasty. It takes on the flavor you add to it. So if you want it to be curry, you curry it. If you want it to be sweet and sour, you sweet and sour it. If you want it to be barbecue, you barbecue it. Hello, somebody. Do you
Come
understand?
on.
So yeah, they can take on whatever. In terms of storage, it can last about a day or two in the refrigerator. I think it could take about 5 days in the fridge, to be honest. I don't think it could take longer. Dry chunks can last up to 12 months, so long as you keep it in an airtight container. How do you rehydrate? Like we said before, you rehydrate in water, let it boil for at least 10 minutes, and it's going to fluff and double and sometimes triple in size. The texture is just like meat. It maintains heart health. It supports weight loss. Listen, it serves as a
Marlene,
meat alternative. It helps to lessen the signs of menopause. Who is going through that hot flash? I call it men on pause. Anybody going through that today? It controls women's hormonal imbalance, anti-inflammatory, strengthens your digestive heart. Do I need to go on? It controls blood sugar levels. Is it
Can you
healthy?
use
Yes.
TVP
Marlene,
instead?
Marlene, I have a question.
Go quickly. Our time's about
Um,
going. Go, sweet
if
girl.
if I freeze tofu, it gets this meaty kind of texture. Can I dice that and use that?
You sure can. But you would have to add that at the very end because tofu is going to break up. It's going to crumble. This baby don't crumble. This is
Mm,
going to stay in its whole state. The way this is made,
yeah,
tofu is going to be a little different. That's the beauty of it. Tofu is a little different, but you can curry tofu. We can have curry tofu. I have 2 blocks of tofu in the fridge. I've been waiting for another recipe. We can do some curry tofu. You can curry it, but just remember, add it at the end. I dare to say, add at the very end, just toss it just a little. When you're doing something like a whipped topping, you just want to kind of fold it in because it's going
yeah.
to fall apart. But I would bake it first. I bake it and seal it with a little cornstarch and make sure that it
Mhm.
doesn't fall apart. All
It
right.
gets a
Can you
Our
use
tough
pot's boiling.
texture
TVP?
though when you freeze it. It gets a tough meaty texture.
Not tough enough to withstand this boiling. Not
Okay,
tough enough.
That's
It will
right.
okay,
fall apart. It will fall apart. Yeah, it
all
will
right.
fall
Can you
apart.
use
Okay,
TVP?
this is TVP.
TVP is the soya chunks. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm so happy
Great,
you asked. How
great,
rare. It is
great, great,
called
great,
textured vegetable
vegetable
protein.
protein, right?
great.
TVP.
Because I have that by
Let me
Bob
show you
Mills.
again. Let me show you it again.
Mine is Bob Mill TVP.
This comes to us from the Adventist Country Life. That's where we get our
Turn the
bulk
package
from.
around. I bet you it's Bob Mill. Is it Bob Mill? Oh
No,
no.
this is
No,
Okay.
no. When we purchase in big 50. I used to sell it at my store.
No,
I get
Red
it in
Mill.
big 50
No,
pound
Bob's
bags.
Red Mill.
I know Bob
Bob's
Red Mills.
Red
We have
Mill.
lots of that here. But
right.
Okay,
here's the
great.
thing. I used to sell it at my store, something better. I used to get it in big bulks and then I would just take it and I would package it out and sell it.
I think
That's what we
yours
do
looks
here.
better because the one that I have looks very small.
Yeah, those are
I don't like it
granules.
small. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
have the
think yours is
granules. Hold on.
better. I think yours
That's the
is
That's for
better.
Like the
granules.
making hamburger meat.
yes, like the
Yes, that's what
crumbles.
mine looks like. I think we should use whatever is in yours, that
So
chunky one.
next week we'll make my favorite meatloaf. We use that. It's off the chain. It's the most asked for meatloaf. You got it. If you were missing any show, it would have been today. Hold on, somebody. My girl want to add spotlight. Let's do this quickly. Let's add that. Go on, Lady D. Show us what you got. Bob Red Mills. That guy. Who is Bob anyhow? I need to meet him.
Right.
I don't know who Bob is, but Bob got this thing going on. Let me check my pot. It's boiling. Let's replace Spotlight. And then we want to go back over to our YouTube channel just to say hi again to these guys who are here with us. Let me remove. I don't want three cameras on. Remove
Marlene,
myself.
are those chunks flavored?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
It
Oh
takes on
wow, that
whatever
looks
flavor you
delicious.
add to it. Whatever flavor you add to it, that's what it takes on. All right.
Okay.
Let's go back over to YouTube and see what's going on over there.
Now you're gonna put
We
that
still
over
got people
rice.
saying hi. Thank you so much. Hi, Gregoria. I gotta get your name, Miss Higgs, Dr. Pastor Higgs.
What are
Morning
the
to all.
ingredients of the chucks?
Oh, it's just soy defatted flour. It's just soy
Oh,
flour. Yeah, it's just made from soy flour. That's it. And it has no fat. So look at my pot. Woo, yum. Look
Are
at
you
that. Don't
gonna
it look
put it
good?
over rice? You're gonna put it over rice?
Yeah,
What's
I'm gonna put it over rice. Now,
okay.
see why I had this covered is because I want these potatoes to cook. Once I add my sauce, guess what's gonna happen? If the sauce will stop it from cooking. It stops the potatoes from cooking. It slows it down. Don't stop it, it just slows it down.
Ah,
And we don't want it to slow down. So I'm
no.
checking to make sure my potatoes are cooking. They're not. Hallelujah. So let me cut them down in size. I have them too big. There you go. Cut them down because our time's gone. Our time's gone. Our time's gone. But look at that. Look at that baby.
Flies when you have fun.
oh, that looks so good.
Oh, Rochelle said, "Oh, that looks so good." Rochelle, I'm so happy you joined us this morning. So I am so glad I shared it in the Soapers chat this morning. I'm sure that's where you saw it. But you know, Rochelle's always, you've been on my show before. You've been on my show before. How's my guy, Adam? How's he adjusting to college? Oh my god, high school, sorry, boarding school. So I'm cutting up my potatoes, cutting up my potatoes because I have them too big, too big. I'm gonna add a little water, just a little, because I'm gonna just cover my pot for the next 3 minutes without doing anything because I really wish it would finish completely. Okay, I'm gonna cover my pot. We got 7 minutes to the countdown. Let me get that, remove myself. Ladies should be ready, I'm sure. Oh, we can't hear you, baby girl. What happened?
Okay, sorry. Can you see me?
Yes.
Wanted to that's why I was muted because I turned the blender on.
Oh,
So
okay.
my family call it applesauce. They know if they get sick,
Applesauce is
we're gonna
thick.
get some applesauce, some
Mm.
healing applesauce. So I don't
Hmm.
know, can you see it? You guys see it
We
really
can
well?
see it. We
Yes,
can see it
yes.
very well. So you leave it thick
Now
like that?
it's applesauce with a kick because it's hot. Between the ginger and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
horseradish and the
Yep.
cayenne,
I
Yep.
but it tastes
It's
really
hot.
good. It tastes really good.
Wow.
I don't know if you put lemon and
I put lemon in my own. Yes, I do.
I
I
put
put
I put an
lemon.
orange. I put an orange in to
Oh, so it makes
as
it
well.
sweeter.
But yeah,
So you
so it
don't add
helps.
anything like maple syrup or anything to
No,
yours.
I do use honey, um,
Okay.
because that
All
helps
right.
coat the throat. Because usually my throat
Yes,
is
it
kind of
does.
it helps
Yes, it
coat the
does.
throat. So I do use, and that's usually yeah, I use honey, but I
And that
always
immune
get
boost
a
is so
natural one.
powerful, isn't it? Because you can take
Oh
that
my
immune
goodness.
boost and you can, for me, if I feel like I'm getting a cold or flu, there's several things I do. I do my immune boost. I do some zinc. I do a coffee enema. Y'all know me and my coffee enemas. I talk about that all day. I'm a part of several coffee enema groups on Facebook, literally, because I can talk about it all day. I do a coffee enema if I feel like I'm going to get the flu. I do my zinc. I do my boost. I do some vitamin C, like 10,000 milligrams, literally, in a day. And then I would definitely do some, what else? What else do
I
I do?
love
I
it.
do a whole lot of
That's
stuff.
fresh horseradish.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, it's hard to
But
find.
again, if you can't find it, you can
Hard to
always
find,
find,
very
just
hard
look
to
at
find.
it's hard to find, but if you can't get the just look at the ingredients, get the jar, read what's on the back
Get
of
the
They
it.
jar.
always have vinegar in the jar. That's why I never buy in the jar.
Yeah,
It's always
yeah,
vinegar. Yeah.
yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Yeah. I'm
It's one
Yeah.
of those
growing
things
some,
that when
but
you
it's not
find it,
doing
you
well.
wash it and freeze it.
Yeah, I'm
But
Oh, you're
I
growing
this
growing
some.
right
some?
here,
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's slow.
Wow.
It's
I'm gonna
slow.
make jars because whenever my girls come, they get a jar to take home. Just keep it in the fridge. It's one of those things you need to have on hand. You're feeling a little funky,
Yeah,
a
that's right.
tablespoon every hour.
It
All right, our
helps.
time's gone. Let's wrap it up.
Knock it out. All right,
So you
let's
got
go.
3 minutes. Let me just season my pot. Go on, Lady D. Show us your finish. I'm gonna season my pot
Me
just
and
a
this
little.
camera.
Yeah. All right. So in my pot, I'm gonna open my pot. Okay, great. Let's go to the pots. Let's go to the pots. I'm gonna add my pot. Add it, and then we'll take me away because we got just four. We got 3 minutes to be very honest. 3 minutes. So here goes again. Okay. I haven't added my sauce yet, but I am going to do that at this time, and then I'm going to just let it continue cooking.
It
Wow.
looks, Marlene, it looks a lot like ground beef. That
It
looks
does. I'm
good.
telling you. Then I mean, like Bahamians, we like these kinds of stuff, right?
Oh,
Now you get.
yes.
Oh, God, that's it.
I gotta cook for you what Bahamian. This is Bahamian style. My girl's cooking her style, but this is Bahamian style. Stew beef. My grandfather used to cook this all the time. I could tell you such fun stories about my grandfather. I'd go to his house after school, and he'd say, "Do you want something to eat?" I said, "No, granddaddy, because you have pork in that pot." And he'd say,
That
"No,
looks
I don't."
good.
But this looks really good, doesn't it?
Oh,
Looks like
yeah. All I can
so I'm
see
Yes,
adding a
on the
it's
bit more
side of that
garlic
is
delicious.
powder.
some
With what?
bread with garlic butter on the side of
Oh,
that.
gee, let me show you.
Oh,
Hold on, 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 sister.
what?
Hold on, girl. Let me show you something, girl. I got a whole bag of garlic bread here. Look at that.
Oh,
Bakasha. Yum,
man.
yum,
I can
yum.
see that on the side of that.
So I
Woo!
added some Italian seasoning. I added some more garlic powder. And I am going to take a slur and I'm going to add this slur later on. We've got exactly 2 minutes to be out of it. Oh, this looks so good. I'm not kidding you guys. It looks amazing. I am going to season it up with a little coarse salt from my island called Ragged Island. Remember from Ragged Island? My camera going. And then I'm going to probably use a little bit of Bragg liquid aminos. As the beef chunks are already rehydrated, I can do that now. So I added 2 squirts of that and I seasoned to taste. Of course, I am going to add my sidekick. What's my sidekick called? Oh, some cayenne. Gotta put some cayenne up in there. Just a little bit, because remember, I have some ginger in there. We don't need a whole lot. And my one is 90,000 heat units. Why I want to use the cayenne is because the cayenne is going to be an upper respiratory, it heals the upper respiratory. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing. I want to
Yeah.
just hold on. Let's see if I can pick you up just a little bit. There you go. Okay, that's better. But that's what our finished product is going to look like. All right. That's what our finished product. But I'm going to let it cook down some more. Oh, the potatoes are finally cooked. Can you believe it? Finally. Like, finally. And I'll thicken it with a little cornstarch. I have some non-genetically modified cornstarch they found at the food store. Praise God. And I'll just take a little
Wow.
slur. I got to go. So, Lady D, let's get the camera on ourselves. As
Maureen,
we
how do
close
you
out.
get the 90,000 units, Kane?
Say that again, baby girl.
How do you get the 90,000 units, Kane? Because when I buy
I
Kane,
bought it
all
from
the stuff on the...
Amazon. I bought it from Amazon. I got it from
Okay,
Amazon.
because when I go
Let
to
me
the
remove
store,
that
it just
pot.
says Kane.
Oh, it's in
No,
the health food
no.
store for sure. They even have more than that value.
And if you live in the Bahamas, you can get it from the Adventist Book Center on Tonique Darling Highway. Let them know Marlene sent you so I can continue getting my little 5-10% off when I shop, okay? Listen, it's been great. Like the children say, it's been fun, but I got to run because we got the prayer line going in just 2 seconds from now. And I'm so happy that you came with us this morning on this beautiful journey. Go to our website, somethingbettertoday.com, and there you will find this recipe in completion, right? We want to thank our YouTubers for being with us. We had Marcia, Joanne, Jean Dejoux, Lindell, we had Boniface, we had Della Ray, we had Lindell, we had Vincent all the way, my son in New York. We had Marilyn. Good morning. I just want to say thank you to those who are in our special room. We had Val and Genevieve and Angela. And oh my goodness, if I start calling names, I'm going to get in trouble. Lady, final words? We can't hear you. You're muted.
She eating.
Hey, as I always said,
She's
as you
eating.
said earlier, you don't have to say you don't have it. Use what you have. You know, I said it a couple of days ago. What's in your hands? Use what you have because guess what? It's going to always be something better, better than what you get in the street because you know what you put in it. Come on, somebody. It's always
Amen.
something better
Amen.
today.
Amen.
Amen.
Praise God. God wants us to have something better. Remember, my
Yes.
final line is always going to be what he's asked us to renounce, that beef that we normally eat, he puts in instead something better.
Something
God
better.
bless you all.
God
Love y'all.
bless.
See you in the
Love
Yes.
you.
prayer room. Don't miss the prayer room. We're going to be praying and asking God to deliver us so we can have something